Well, hello there. So today we're just going to have a look at how to change the oil in a small compressor. I've had this compressor a little while, but I've only really used it for tyre changing, sort of reseating beads and inflating tyres and various bits and pieces. I'm looking to do some more paint work now, so the compressor's going to be running considerably more. And it hasn't had an oil change yet. It hasn't actually been running for many hours, but of course it's the initial oil that's in there and it should be flushed. So I thought I'd just share with you how to change the oil in the compressor, and it may be useful to some of you, so let's have a look. So here we have the oil level in the compressor. There's a little red dot which you can see just in the middle of the viewing window, and just below it there you can see the meniscus of the original oil. It hasn't done that many hours, to be honest, as I say, but it is due a change now because of course the engine, you sort of got to break the motor in a little bit and clean the oil out. So we're just going to do that. Incidentally, this is just quite a small compressor. I think it's a 100-litre Sealy unit. As I say, I've only really used it mostly for doing pumping up tyres and stuff like that, but I want to be doing some more air work, especially with pneumatic tools and spray guns. This may not be man enough yet, we'll wait and see. I've only got single phase electric here, and the reservoir is only 100 litres, so we'll see how we get on. But at least for now, let's go ahead and change the oil. So all we need to do essentially is to just to remove the filler cap just there to release any sort of vacuum, and what we'll use is just a little tub to catch the oil. I've stolen this one from the kitchen, so don't tell my good lady please. And a decent quality compressor oil. Have a look at the specifications required for your own compressor, but that'll be perfectly good for what I need. And finally, I need a 22mm socket. Yours might be different. Essentially what we're looking to do is to crack open the viewing window itself, because that is actually the drain plug for the oil. So let's get started. So firstly, we'll just unscrew the filler cap itself. You can also check the filter. I have already had a look and it is nice and clean, so that's good. So now we'll just move on and start unbolting the drain plug itself. And just like doing the oil change on a car or a bike, and I'll just bring that in for you to see now. So there's the oil now draining out. It's quite clean, it's good oil. As I say, it's not done that many hours, but I thought it would be best practice to actually get rid of the original oil, ready for its more prolonged use. This particular oil that I have is it says up to 4,000 hours service life. Now I'm not going to get anywhere near that anytime soon. It'll probably just be a periodic maintenance thing for me. So that's how to drain the oil. It really is as simple as that. There's a little handle on the back of the compressor, so as it's finished flowing, we can actually just tip it forward slightly. Incidentally, it does say that you can run the compressor for a little while, just like with a car or a motorbike, just to warm the oil, thinning it out and helping this process drain a little bit. But we haven't done that this morning. It was a fairly early start and I didn't want to annoy the neighbours, so this won't take too long. So I'll come back when we're ready to refill. So I just propped the back of the compressor up slightly to help the fluid drain out, and there it is now. It's finished flowing. You can see now that the actual oil is quite milky, and it was definitely ready for a change, which is fantastic. So let's just go ahead and refill. Now it's going to be quite hard to see, I think, in the video, but basically got a nice little filler tube from the oil, and we literally just pour that in until it goes back up to the marker, the center marker, halfway through the red dot. So we'll just keep going until that happens, and that is all there is to it. Once we've done that, we'll fire the compressor up just to coat everything and check the oil level hasn't dropped too much, and then we can just top it up a bit if we need to. And finally, just on that, we then replace the cap, which is down there. And very quickly, the last thing then, of course, is to responsibly dispose of the oil. I keep an old sort of oil can around ready for any spent oil, and we can take that to the recycling centre. And yep, don't pour it down the drain, boys and girls. And that's all. So that's how to change the oil in the compressor. And I'll say goodbye just while topping this up. Hope you found it slightly useful, and stay tuned. Please like and subscribe, and there'll be plenty more updates with our project motorbikes and cars coming very soon. Thank you.